Clash at the Castle is my favorite WWE show of all time. I know that's a bit of an unpopular opinion to some, but I generally hold that opinion with very high regard. Because, in my opinion, at the time and place where I was, and the circumstances that the WWE was at the time, everything just aligned for this pay-per-view to be an all-timer, and it absolutely was, and it was good enough for me to consider it my favorite show of all time. So we all know what happened near the end of 2022. Vince retires, Triple H takes his place finally, and basically improved SummerSlam 10 times better than what it was going to be. Like, SummerSlam was already like a good show, but Triple H improved it 10 times better. But this time, this is his true official first show with his own vision, with his own matches and storylines. Like the previous one, it was Vince's idea, he just made it better. But this time it's his own thing. And to say it was a masterpiece is an understatement. So let's go match by match, and I'm going to break down each match, and at the end we're going to see what's my favorite match, although you can probably guess what it is. And yeah, I'm just going to talk about why I love this show so much and why I'm excited for the second one in Scotland. So we start off with this 6-woman tag team match. So this was when Damage Control debuted, and this was before they became just another generic trio. Trust me guys, they were good at this time. So yeah, this was when Bayley was in the group, when she founded the group, and they were taking on Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Alexa Bliss. Yeah, remember when Alexa Bliss was wrestling? Alexa Bliss, where have you been? Please come back. So yeah, obviously this is in Wales, in the UK, so obviously we have some Hey Bayley chants. And yeah, this match was very good, a good way to kick off the show, ladies flying everywhere, good spots, fast-paced action for like a solid 20. So, that was a good way to kick off the show. And Damage Control get the win, and Bayley pins Bianca, which at the time, this was during Bianca's takeover of the women's division when she was champion for over a year. So we thought that would never happen, but no, Bianca gets pinned as champion. So, to set up, Bayley and Bianca's rivalry. So, a good way to start off the show. Very, very good. And then we just go immediately to a high point because we get Gunther versus Sheamus. What do I even say about this match? This match has been infinitely praised from beginning to end. I said it in the last video. This seems like it was like a match straight out of the early 2000s. Like two pure wrestling machines going at it in front of, a big crowd, a big hype crowd. It's like literally Sheamus, UK born and raised, Gunther European born and raised, even though this is in Europe. Sheamus has the UK advantage. It's like literally this was a football match. Sheamus was the home team. Gunther was the away team. And the main thing, there were two things that struck out to me during this match. Number one, it's very intense. It was very intense the entire way through. But also, just halfway through, fans are chanting, Walter, Walter, Walter. Because, Gunther was originally named Walter in NXT. And, Michael Cole says, WWE fans remembering Gunther's past. And I was like, holy shit, Triple H has done it. He has freed commentary. Because, Vince would never let this shit fly. He would be like, come on, Michael, what the hell are you doing? You can't say Walter, his name is Gunther, you stupid bitch. And I also love the ending to this match. Both Gunther and Sheamus have given it their all. They're both on the ground, and the crowd is hyping them up. And all it takes is one last lariat. 1, 2, 3. And then Sheamus gets the standing ovation afterwards. This is a fantastic match. This is perfection. I even say it in, this tweet right here. I just say, what a match. That was straight out of the early 2000s. That brawl energy from the Attitude Era. So, yeah, I absolutely love this match. Then we get Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler. To be honest, I don't remember much about this match. I just wanted to see Liv retain because at this time I just despised Shayna Baszler for no apparent reason. I don't know what. Nothing happened. I don't know why. I just hated Shayna Baszler. But I guess I just wanted to see them, bring back her old theme because at this point they updated her theme and it was just some garbage instrumental, which they're still keeping to this day for some reason. I have no idea why. Do what you did with Sami Zayn, Hunter. Give Shayna her old theme back. I've recently been replaying Shayna's old theme, the loyalty is everything. That theme is an absolute banger. You should go listen to it. It's so good. But yeah, I feel like if it debuted here in Cardiff, it would have been like just amazing. But yeah, Liv retains. This match was not bad from what I can remember. I just, I was just very dull, at this moment. But maybe when I go watch it back, it won't be so bad. Because, Shayna's a good wrestler, Liv is a good wrestler, combine them both together, who knows? I mean, Dave Meltzer probably gave it like a 3.5 star. I haven't even checked yet, but who knows? Maybe he gave it around that rating. Now we get to near the ending of the show, and this is the part that I love. Edge and Rey Mysterio versus Damian Priest and Finn Balor. So this is, during the Mysterio's feud with the Judgment Day, and before we get into anything, I want you to do me a favor. Look at this guy right here. What does he signify to you? Exactly. Nothing. He's so generic. Generic face, generic hair, literally generic everything, even generic voice. The only thing that stuck out of this guy was that he was Rey Mysterio's son. But they were slowly building it up to the fact that, Rey Mysterio wants to take down the Judgment Day for good, and he feels that, Dominic has to stand aside for a little bit, and Edge has to step up to do the job because he returned at SummerSlam. So they have their match at Clash at the Castle, and let's just say it was very good. Like, just a very good match, to be honest with you guys. It was very good. But it's what happened after the match. But before we get there, I just love Cardiff. Why am I burping so much? I don't know why I'm doing that. But yeah, the crowd absolutely lost it. They sang Edge's theme song. And let's just say, they lost it for Edge and Jericho. Sorry guys. I'm keeping that one. I believe that was funny. But yeah, this match was a very good fast-paced match, midway through the show. But then, when Dominic is in the ring, quick kick to Edge's balls, and Edge drops to the ground. And Dominic turns heel. And, Rey is pleading with Dom, Edge is familia. I've known this man for 20 years or something like that. But then, Dominic hits a clothesline from hell completely. It's so good. At this point, you think Dom hates Mexicans more than JBL. And yeah, he just walks out. The Judgment Day are laughing, Even though they lost, they just can't believe what happened. And they're so happy. They're just laughing. He's like, yes, we have a new member. Fuck you guys. And yeah, this was a very good midpoint to the show. Seth Rollins versus Matt Riddle. Now this, I was very hyped for this match, even back at SummerSlam. But then, Riddle got injured in storyline, of course. And then, Seth Rollins, this is Matt Riddle's wife and kids. They don't want to see his bitch ass anymore. Well, that's now an iconic promo. Seth has now created a new iconic promo, and that's something you don't get these days, because people's head are so stuck in the past when it comes to professional wrestling. But yeah, this match was very, very good. Seth Rollins, I love to heel Seth Rollins during this era, because we all know that heels, they always have backup people fighting for them to get the win, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But Seth Rollins won clean, all by himself. He's just that good of a heel, playing mind games and everything, your wife and kids deserve to leave you, Riddle, stuff like that. And, he got Riddle where he wanted him, curb stomp, and Seth Rollins wins. So, thumbs up for me. And now, give that 2 thumbs up for the main event. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. It's on the poster, it's on the thumbnail of this video. What do I even say about this match? I think we all thought that Drew was going to win. It's for a split second, we forgot about Cody and, WrestleMania 39. We all forgot about that. We just wanted to see Drew win because, hey, it's in his hometown, even though it's miles away from his hometown. So, this match was just a wrestling clinic. I love that Roman grabbed the mic midway through the match, and then the crowd still boos him. And yeah, this was just an absolute fantastic match. And then you have the debut of Solo Sikoa, which just blew me away at the time. Like, I knew of Solo Sikoa in NXT, but it's like, at this point, I just saw like one match of him. It was probably when he was in that ladder match at Stand and Deliver earlier that year. But, you know, I just forgot, like, oh, it's another Uso. But, yeah, you know, 2 thumbs up from me. So Clash at the Castle, in my opinion, just because of the matches, it's an all-timer show, but also the crowd elevated everything. It's just about the vibes, you know, the vibes that the 60,000 brought in Cardiff was just unmatched. And I guess it's safe to say we're probably never going to see like a very like intensely like invested crowd like that probably ever again. Like, and I'm talking about the Roman versus Drew match here. Like, they were so invested when Drew claymored Roman into the next 10 years. When I say the crowd loses it, the crowd loses it. And then Solo takes the ref out of the ring. And then everyone is just like, oh, boo, it's another Uso. But yeah, just everything that this show brings, it's an absolute all-timer. I feel like if you want to critique this show, try your best, dude. Just try your best. Like, even if you're the biggest like AEW mark and you hate WWE, which, by the way, I need to make a video on that. I need to make a video on wrestling Twitter because it's absolute dog shit. But if you're one of those AEW marks, even then, you cannot hate on this show, dude. You want good wrestling, you have good wrestling. You want the beginning of long-term storytelling, you have it. You want big moments, you have it. You have everything you want. There's a reason this show is now an all-timer in many people's eyes, including myself. And there's a reason why people are more hyped to watch this show again than they are to watch Clash at the Castle Scotland for some reason. Which, you know, I don't know why. I feel like Drew's going to win the title against Damian Priest. I feel like he's going to win it. And Cody and AJ are going to tear down the house with that I Quit match. And who knows, Piper Niven might win against Bayley. Ever thought of that guy? She's also from Scotland. But yeah, thanks for watching me talk about why Clash at the Castle is my favorite show of all time. I don't think anything is going to top it. And it's just because, you know, I know people say WrestleMania X7, and yes, it's goated. Obviously, we all know that. But I feel like I was watching this live. There's a difference to watching something live than there is to watch something 20 years down the line for the first time as well. Because I'm a young dude. I was not born during the Attitude Era. I'm a young stud, dude. So that's why this show is my favorite of all time. And I don't think anything will ever replace it. So yeah, that's it. See ya.